Hi there, my name is Kelly Posner, and I have been a Beachbody coach for almost 7 years. I signed up in February of 2014, so I'm just coming up on my 7 year coach anniversary. You like my accessory, my mask? I'm at work. And so I just took it off to do this video really quick. I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story. When I started almost 7 years ago, I was a single mom. My life looked very different than it does today. Single mom of she was about almost two. And I was a full-time high school counselor. I had recently been divorced. I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment with my little daughter. I had recently filed for bankruptcy to get out from under mounds and mounds of debt from my previous marriage, and really was living paycheck to paycheck as a single mom. And there was no room for any extras at the end of the month. And I went looking for a second income to provide for my family, and in doing something that I really believed and was passionate about. That was ridiculous. And so when I went looking for something, I was like, what can I do that can help people as well as myself, that I could be passionate about? If I was going to be taking time away from my daughter or away from other things in life, I wanted it to be something that I truly believed in. And the great thing was that I could work from home on myself, getting healthy and fit, and then work in power pockets of time when I was at work on my lunch break, or when my daughter was napping, or after she went to bed, and then also when she was with her dad. And I didn't have to spend money on daycare to go work at Starbucks or Target or any other place that I could do. And over the years, I just wanted to be, when I started, I just wanted to be like a hobby coach and just earn a second income. I thought I was going to be a 30-year, and retired teacher, educator. And over the years, as my life transformed, I am now married. Been happily married for over 5 years, and I was able to take a step back a little bit from counseling and go down to part-time work. The last 2 years in education, and I'm a middle school counselor now, and I was able to do Beachbody half-time as well as do my counseling job half-time, and it was literally the best of both worlds. I love both of my jobs. I am absolutely so passionate about helping women on their own life journeys with their health and wellness, as well as financial goals that they might have. And so in March of last year, completely unrelated to COVID, my district decided that they were no longer going to allow part-time employees. And so I either needed to go back to work full-time, or I had to resign from my position. Because of COVID, my husband was actually out of work. And so I could not choose to resign. Wasn't at a position in my Beachbody business to be able to do that. And so I had to go full time. And this is not something that I wanted for my life. My husband and I have built a life around freedom and time freedom, and which is why my husband works for himself. And we had huge goals. I was able to travel with my husband. I was able to volunteer in my daughter's classroom. I was able to nanny my niece so my sister could go and sub in schools. And all of this was so quickly taken away from me because it wasn't in my control. And as we've learned last year with COVID, there is so many things happening in our life that are outside of our control. And so I decided to take control of all of the things that I could. And one of the things that I could take control of was my success as a coach and how many people I could help. So in the last year, in 2020, I have put myself in a position to be able to resign from my position as a full-time Beachbody coach by the end of this school year. And that was not my intent when I first started coaching. My intent was to earn a side income, and I have done that from day one to be able to provide for my family. And now it was even more important when I needed to help provide for my family. When my husband, I never thought I would be the one providing like that, now that I'm married, but it has completely changed my life, my family's life. I now have dreams that I never even thought possible. My word for the year is freedom. And I want time freedom. I want to be able to be with my daughter whenever I can and whenever I want. As a split family household, I want to be able to travel with my husband. I want to be able to still help kids, but on my own time. I want to be able to volunteer. I want to be able to do all of these things, and without the opportunities that coaching has brought into my life, I would still be stuck at this job. I would still be stuck having somebody else tell me what to do. And I am for 6 more months, or 5 months, whatever. And so I really hope that you will listen to these stories and how different we all are, yet we are all the same, and how we want to impact lives and literally help people change their lives from the inside out. There is nothing about me besides the color of my hair that is the same from when I started 7 years ago next month. And I owe all of it to that one tiny decision that I made 7 years ago to just earn a little bit of extra money a month so that I could go on coffee dates, go to happy hours, or buy my daughter something special, has completely changed the trajectory of my life. So I can't wait for you to hear from other coaches' stories, and I can't wait for you to join our team.